I was like, okay, I'm gonna just grab my Bible. I grabbed it, boop, and I opened it. Oh my gosh, I did the same thing, and I just opened it up. I just opened it up to Matthew 19.
Some things should be written, others should be spoken, but all should be prayed about. Welcome to Life with Yah, the Kayla Lawerence story.
I was acting like I was writing, but then I wasn't. So actually, I'm gonna just read from here because who cares? So I'm starting my name change process. Kayla Williams will no longer be, and that apparently is a big deal to y'all. When he placed on my heart to start my process today, well, yesterday he did that, I didn't think much of it. Honestly, for a time, I was just planning to keep my maiden name. Y'all put it on my husband's heart to have a familial unit and for us all to be one. One of my husband's biggest things was that I want your name to be changed by the time we had his baby, because I want the baby to know that even though the baby, well, can't even see colors, I want the baby to understand that we are one family, we are one unit. So today I am asking Yah a very specific request, and that is to reveal to me the deeper importance of this name change, and also to show me what this ultimately means for Kayla Williams, who I will no longer be.
Well, that was a smooth drive to the Social Security office. All praise to the Most High. And now it's time for this process to commence and for me to take my final steps as Kayla Williams. It's all good. I still technically feel like I look a bit rough, but it's okay. If only y'all knew what actually has gone into this specific piece of this video. Like, it's crazy because initially I recorded this at the Social Security office. I'm just being honest here. And after I played it back on my phone, I had the air on, and because the air was on, the quality of the audio was terrible. And the thing is we do all things in excellency unto the Messiah, period. So I don't look at my nails. If you're paying attention to my nails, you being distracted. We need to pause and pray against any of them distractions, okay? So as I'm listening to the audio, I'm like, this is going to be a distraction. So I tried to adjust it in iMovie, and it just sounds poor. It just sounds poor. And when I'm giving a testimony of what Yah has done, we need the quality to be 100, 100, 100. So I am re-recording this because I needed y'all to get the fullness of all the messages and things that Yah has revealed to me on this day. So even though my request, right, we know my current request, and we'll talk about the request in the reflection, stay watching this video. I gotta share with y'all a quick testimony. Right now, I do feel like sleepy pregnant woman. If I'm giving sleepy pregnant woman vibes, then just accept it. And I'm also just like, who cares? Because not only am I a sleepy pregnant woman, but I got a whole husband who loves me and is ready to be a father out here in these streets. And I'm just like, my life with Yah has me filled with joy right now. Like I am overflowing right now in the depths of his love. And the testimony starts with, I was in the prayer closet this morning, and my plan was to get to the Social Security office by 8:45. I said I was going to do that because the Social Security office opens at 9 a.m. and the internet said that it'd be long lines, so you need to expect long lines and you need to expect a long wait time. I'm we too pregnant to be waiting. Oh, who? Why? No, we can't do that. So my plan was, once I left the prayer closet around 7:40. And with my goal of 8:45, I politely looked at the time and said, oh, so I definitely have a whole husband who needs breakfast and also needs to pack his lunch packed. And I also am a pregnant woman who needs to eat and also have a snack if she has to wait. So I decided to be wife first. I picked up my clothes and I was like, okay, boo, you want breakfast? Low key hoping that he said no, but he said yes. I made his lunch. We ate breakfast, made sure we got our vitamins, our juices, whatever, woo woo. And then afterwards, I was like, all right, get out the house. Like, you got to go because I didn't get ready. I got to go. So by this time, it's probably 8:45. And if not, it was like, maybe it was 9 o'clock. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just get my stuff together. And I started preparing to get ready. So I go into the room, I iron my clothes. And while I'm ironing my clothes, I had a thought and I said, you know what? What if I tried to call the Social Security office, the little 1-800 number that they gave me, to see if I can just schedule an appointment because I'm already running late. So I call them, and when I call them, I get the little automated robot person who you got to yell at: customer service, customer representative, not you, somebody, give me a human, all that, right? And I'm yelling because he wasn't listening to me. And I just was like getting frustrated. And I said, wait, this is not okay. So I shouldn't be getting frustrated right now. Obviously, I'm not supposed to be trying to set an appointment, because if I were, then it would have gone smoother than this. So I decided to just leave it alone. I hung up the phone and I declared, I said, you know what, Ava, if you have me going to the Social Security office, I'm trusting that you will have me be there for however long you need me to be there for. And I'm going to just take my journal and my computer and I'm going to just be prepared to wait if I have to wait. But I'm trusting that your will be done, period. So that's what I did. Got dressed, got there at 10. And when I pulled up to the joint, when I pulled up to the place, y'all, there was literally one person that was there. Like, I walked inside, it was somebody grandma was up in there. And I was like, oh, wow, like, it's not that busy. So I was surprised. I went to the kiosk. I got my little ticket. And I wish I would have taken a picture of my ticket. But I was R400. So this was the R400 blessing. Okay, this was the R400 miracle that y'all worked. And I sat down in the chairs. Now, the chairs were all set apart, like spaced out because of social distancing. But I just sat in my chair and there was one other lady that was there. 5 minutes of me waiting went by. And that is where and when I realized Abba loves me, because as soon as my ticket got called, I was like, oh, it's time. So I go to the desk and I talked to the guy for maybe 10 minutes. I had all my documents ready, everything. Maybe I talked to him 10 minutes. I asked him a few questions and he was like, yep, so you can officially start using Kayla Lawerence now. Like, overnight, this will be processed. And if you wanted to go to the DMV tomorrow to update your license, you could do that. And I was like, ooh. So not only did it not take me a long time, but as I'm coming out from getting serviced, I looked and y'all, every single seat was filled. Like, every single seat was filled. So I'm over here like, wait, did he, I'm telling y'all what he did, okay? He held them people back until your girl got there. That's what he did. He had to have done that because it didn't make no sense how many people were already sitting in the chairs when I came out, and I was only there for like 10 minutes. And then how many people when I was sitting in the car just praising y'all because look at what he done did. I'm a new woman. How many people were coming inside the building? So I was worried. I was worried about so much. And for what? Just for what? So I wanted to give this testimony because a lot of times we worry about things that whatever the world says is what the world says. Man may say that you should expect long lines and to be waiting an hour and a half. But if Yah says actually there will be no line and you will have to wait less than 10 minutes, then trust that Yah's word will come through, okay? Because that's what he does. So I wanted to share that because it's worth being faithful to Yah, trusting in his word, believing his word is better than worrying because of what man had to say or doubting because of someone else's experience. They experience don't got to be your experience. They don't. It doesn't. Because who they serve may not be who you serve. But if you serving the Most High Yah, best believe you gonna have some stories to tell and some testimonies to share. We're about to go home and we're gonna figure out what the fullness of this reflection is. I'm gonna write it out and then I'm gonna speak it. And I hope you learned something from it. See you in like a couple seconds after this B-roll.
As soon as I finished that, I literally I was like, okay, I'm gonna just grab my Bible. I grabbed it, boop, and I opened it. Oh my gosh, I did the same thing, and I just opened it up to Matthew 19. Ooh, y'all be in the midst. So that's literally what I did in the closet, and I just opened it up to Matthew 19 because I wanted to know what he had to say in his word, and I didn't plan on reading Matthew 19. I didn't plan on reading anything. I was gonna make wherever I went, I was going to look for revelation in that. I just thought it was interesting that I went to Matthew 19 because specifically verse 5 reads, actually I'm going to start from what the Pharisees came to him and asked him, right? So this says, and it came to be when Yahushua had ended these words that he left Galilee and came to the borders of Yehuda beyond the Jordan. And large crowds followed him, and he healed them there. And the Pharisees came to him, trying him, because they be trying him, and saying to him, is it right for a man to put away his wife for every reason? And he, answering, said to them, did you not read that he who made them at the beginning made them male and female? And said, for this cause a man shall leave his father and mother, and join unto his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So that they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what Elohim has joined together, let man not separate. They said to him, why then did Moshe command to give a certificate of divorce and to put her away? This is my verse right here. He said to them, because of the hardness of your hearts, Moshe allowed you to put away your wives, but from the beginning, it was not so. I'm reading Matthew 19. I realized that when you become one flesh with someone, it's not you and them. It's we are one physically, literally, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Yes, you are you, but you are now a part of a covenant. And the covenant that I have with my husband is not something that should be taken lightly. Who I am as a woman, as a wife, as a mother to be, should not be taken lightly by me. And in his role, again, as a husband, as a man, as a father to be, should not be taken lightly. So realizing that divorce was not a thing from the beginning, that it was not supposed to be this way, but it was the hardness of hearts which caused for this to happen or even come about, I started to think, how and what does this really say about us as humans and our hearts, especially when two imperfect beings are coming together, declaring that they are coming together for one specific purpose. This is what Yah revealed to me. Marriage to the one Yah has ordained for you will give you a new heart. The one which was stony shall be softened and strengthened, allowing you to become a new creature. So all the flaws that you have, all of the baggage, all of the old things they literally will begin and have to begin passing away if that process should have already begun, but the process will amplify, the journey will intensify, because your partner, your spouse, your husband or your wife becomes literally a mirror to you. And a mirror to you, showing you the good, showing you the bad, showing you the ugly, but ultimately not just being a mirror to you, showing you those things, but also becoming a vessel to clearly display to you the love of Yah each and every day. And if we have so much baggage and so much stoniness in our hearts, and our hearts are hardened, and we aren't able to be softened and worked, and we aren't malleable, and we aren't like clay in the Creator's hands, then how is it that we can be a reflection of Yah's love to our partner? How is it that we can be a reflection of Yah's goodness and compassion and understanding and chastisement? I mean, accountability and grace and mercy, but also you need to get yourself together because you're being trifling right now. How can we be any of that to our person if we in our own hearts are not willing to allow Yah to be that for us? So that's what I received just from reading Matthew 19. I'm understanding more and more the importance of marriage in this covenant. Changing my name was one of the wisest moves I could have made as a wife. Because just as scripture says, when a man leaves his father's house, he shall cleave to his wife, is the same way I shall cleave to my husband. And that includes leaving my father's name and taking my husband's name. That's where I'm at.